All right, what's going on, guys? Your boy Keys. We're back at another video, and today I want to talk about being a single child. Because personally, the way society's going, with the dating going down and the marriage rate dropping and stuff like that, if people are having kids, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lean more towards a single child kind of area. Because if you notice as well, the fertility rate is dropping insanely. So I'm gonna give the good and bad parts of being a single child. To start off with it, I want to talk about the focus on you. And it's more so like a monitoring sense. So grades, always gonna try and be in your business and stuff like that. Cause no other distractions, no other kids in the picture for them to, divert their attention. It's always gonna be on you. So it's cool because if you need something, it's pretty simple to get it. But as far as just like anytime you want to go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? They can't just like pass it along to your older siblings and stuff like that. You have to go directly to them. So it's kind of annoying in that sense. But like I said, it's pretty cool because if you need something, it's pretty simple to get it. Another thing I would say is that I personally enjoyed is not having to share. Like, I can't do sharing, guys. It's a good and bad thing. Like, maybe if a chick's cool, I'll share with her. But like, I had the roommate thing. It fucking ate me alive. I can't do sharing. It bothers me. I just can't do it. Now, if it's like a little something, like my friend needs something, yeah, sure, or stuff like that. But like hardcore sharing, if you know what I'm talking about, I just can't do it. It bothers me because I'm like, why do I have to deal with this inconvenience now? Why? And another thing I like to bring up is I lived kind of both lives because I would stay with my dad during the summertime. I had step siblings, so I lived both life. But yeah, it really bothers me, Sharon. I can't talk about it enough. Another thing that I think is a good and bad thing is being lonely. Now, at first, yes, it sucks. I mean, I remember growing up, just seeing kids playing outside and stuff like that. I had to stay in the house because my mother was gone or whatever you may say. And yeah, it was tough, man. Just being home, bored, alone. It was kind of rough, but over time, you kind of get used to it. It like the picture that I have up on the screen is so on point that like you get comfortable being alone. Like I can enjoy being alone. Like people think because I can communicate well that I'm a extrovert. I'm really an introvert. Like my social battery gets drained fast and hard. So that's just something that I think is kind of both sides. Is you are lonely, but you get used to being lonely. I personally that's good and bad. A lot of people, man, especially the girls in Gen Z, man, they can't handle being alone. They need attention, they need social media and stuff like that. A thing that I would say is a pro, which most people probably wouldn't, is you have to teach yourself. You have no mentors and nothing like that. It's you and you own. You have to figure out life on your own. And when I look back on it, I think it's pretty interesting that I had to learn these things myself. Yeah, it's YouTube, sure, and stuff like that, but firsthand experience is just great. And again, I'm talking about the male perspective of being a single child. I can't talk about a woman. I'm not a woman. I'm a guy. Okay? I have to make that clear in today's day and age, I suppose. I think that going out and learning, you can't say this, stuff have consequences, stuff like that. I think that's really cool. I think it's really good. It builds self-confidence and self-dependability. So I say that's a pro. Some people might disagree with me, but that's what I think too. And then you have to be self-motivated. You have to, especially like if your parents are always working, stuff like that. Like my mom probably didn't get home till about like 6, 5, and then I'm going to sleep like at 10, so I'm only with 4 hours with her, if that, if I'm not watching or doing something, or she's not, doing stuff, cooking and stuff like that. So it's very limited. It's very limited time with your parents and stuff like that. And you gotta motivate yourself. Like I learned at a young age, a very young age, not getting too much into the details, but I knew that like, yeah, it's just me. I have to do stuff on my own. A philosophy that I kind of adopted, I think, later in high school or my early adulthood is I said that you came in this world on your own. On a balanced probability, you're probably going to leave on your own. So why would you not believe in yourself 3,000%? And I really stand by that. It teaches you have to depend on yourself. Now, yes, it's some single childs that are like, I guess, socially awkward or lack of motivation, stuff like that. Which is just, I don't understand it. I haven't met any other single childs that I could think of off the top of my head, but the very few I did, were kind of the same. We just be just chilling. We doing our own thing, and we have our own desires and stuff like that. Like I'm not socially awkward. I'm not at all. Because I had to learn, it was nothing at home. It was just me and stuff like that. So I had to get my attention at school or whatever it may be. And of course, maybe I got in trouble and stuff like that. But it taught me how to communicate effectively. And the thing I really got to beat in is, man, the low social battery is insane. Like, I can't deal with people. And sometimes I just hate being around people if they just don't shut up. And I guess it's kind of tough on why I'm kind of tough on girls when it's dating and stuff like that. Is because I could just chill alone. I could just do my own thing. I don't want to have to entertain you and stuff like that. I don't got time for that. But sometimes girls just come over and I have to sit here and entertain them. They can't just do their own things. And it's kind of crazy because I remember I was messing with this one girl who, she'd be playing Fortnite and stuff like that, just chilling and stuff like that. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, but I'd just be thinking to myself like, dang, man. She was just so chill, do her own thing. I got to entertain all these other girls because I got no hobbies and stuff like that. The social battery, man, and just the peace and quiet, like a very chill life. I'm very big on that. I think most single childs are too. It's usually when you have like a lot of siblings and stuff like that, I've noticed, is that people with a lot of siblings, they always got to go out and do all this extra stuff and all that because they couldn't do it when they were young, sharing stuff like that. It's kind of like a competition between the siblings, but we're a single child, man. You just be going with the flow, just doing what makes you happy and stuff like that. And then since you kind of grew up alone, it's kind of like a fuck you attitude, if you will, to the world. Like you're gonna do what makes you happy. So on that note, I think me personally, I enjoyed the single child lifestyle. Some people say they didn't. Like, I guess you could say, yeah, it would have been cool to have like an older brother with me in school and stuff like that. Yeah, that would have been nice, to have a strong family bond. Will I have a single or only have one kid, especially if it's a boy? I don't know. It depends. Like ideally, I would love to have two boys, and make sure that they grow up to be very close to one another. Do group punishments and all that stuff, and keep them close, so they can build like a little community on their own, if you will. I think that's good. Like the Tate brothers, what you may say about them, the bond between those two brothers, I think that's the most amazing thing ever. And I wish we could see more of that. But yeah, guys, that's what I think about being a single child. This is my opinion on what I think on it. I personally think it was great. But that aside, because I feel like I'm just rambling, y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all watching the vid. Leave a like so that. Let me know what you think. Were you a single child? And y'all be easy. Peace.